Welcome aboard to the Beargunson Podcast, everybody. Alrighty, hope you all having a good one here. It's been a minute. New avatar, just randomly going through all the new ones that I've uploaded. So you're gonna see a new one all the time. It's been a minute since we've done a podcast, but today is a new day. Finally, kind of getting this on the roll. These are all gonna be pre-recorded now. No more live streaming on Twitch for the podcast, and they'll all go on the YouTube channel. So if you want to check out the live stream, hopefully soon, I'll put up a new schedule coming up. I'll update it on the Instagrams and the TikToks. But anyway, without further ado, we got ourselves a couple new guests and a couple old ones. And our co-host here is having a little technical dancing difficulties right here on my what's called right. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. Boom.
Hello. I like to dance, and I like to move it and move it.
You like to move it. You like to move it. You like to move it.
I also do have a little stick drift, so apologize.
Yeah, damn you, stick drifter. And over here, we got ourselves. Oh, people been moving around, so I got. Hold on, let's change the view. There we go.
My bad. Hello.
So we got some new peoples here. On the very left is Saku D's nuts in your face. Now, Saku Azure. And on the middle, the shorty chihuahua right there is Naui the Yaoi.
He's offending me.
And then on the very right is none other than Katie.
Hey.
Goddamn. So, how are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Huh? We'll start with Turbo here, since he seems like he's having a rough day.
No, it wasn't rough. Just busy. Just a busy day today. Had a lot going on. Had to make a lot of crazy decisions today, and had to make an unfortunate one, but I think it'll be for the best. So, yeah,
those type of decisions always feel good in the end.
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. So, but yeah, then other than that, I've been fixing my car, as you guys know. I've been posting pictures on Discord, but yeah, no, it feels good to be back. When was the last time we did this?
Jeez,
it's been probably 2 months, right?
Yeah, it's probably been a couple months. I barely uploaded all the pre-recorded VODs onto YouTube. It's probably about over 10 of them that I haven't uploaded. And I finally uploaded them today. So for those that are interested, go ahead and look back at some of the previous episodes. But yeah, it has been a very long minute. Definitely happy to kind of get this back and rolling. But I don't think, honestly, I think the last time we even had the podcast was probably... Yeah, it was last year. Hey, see y'all next year.
This is the first one of 2023?
2023, I
believe. 2023?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
Latest podcast, 2023.
Hey.
Also, wait. Someone accept an invite?
Oh.
If people cannot invite anybody in here, that'd be great. No accepting invites. I only did it because the Chihuahua needed to join.
Oh yeah.
So
it's all right. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Welcome, y'all.
But no more inviting, because seriously, no more inviting. We can't be having no division.
I'll take Team Plus too.
Yeah.
Is somebody on blue?
I don't. This is an invite plus. You should
invite plus.
Oh.
Yeah. So somebody accepted an invite here.
One of you three. Who was it? Me. What the fuck? Was it me?
I think you're on blue. That's why.
Yeah, you're on blue.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Turn
that's how that works. Invite plus.
Yeah, invite plus. Usually, you shouldn't be able to join off.
Oh, what? Yeah, I thought even with invite plus, it still has to be an invite. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me do.
Just make sure you turn.
Now you are also on blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nowie.
Yeah, Nowie. Yeah, Chihuahua. Put yourself on red or orange. I don't care.
Oh, it's Chach. Never mind. I thought it was someone else.
I
don't know if it was Chach.
Oh, yeah, it is Chach. Okay. I thought it was some random kid.
I thought it was someone else. Yeah, I thought it was a kid. There was another kid wearing that same avatar.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's got to be 18 plus. But no, you're good. You're good, Chach.
Right. Also, Chach, join us in the Discord call. I will bump up one more guest listing on here.
Roger.
Roger. Let me see.
Oh, he might be talking and I have voices muted. Imagine.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
Are you ignoring me?
I wasn't prepared for this. I'll be right back.
Rip.
Bet you weren't. Hold on.
I could do a bear if you want to continue the podcast. I'll change it for you.
Okay. Cool. You
I
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
You got it. All right, cool.
Yeah. Cool. There you go. Chachinator. There you go.
Welcome,
Cool.
welcome.
Tostito.
So, now the Chihuahua is out of the picture, everybody, and we got a replacement. We got Master Chief in the flesh. Woo!
Howdy.
Yeah, give us for Master Chief.
Welcome, homie.
Master Queef. There you go.
That's accurate.
There we go. But anyway, so what we're talking about? Oh yeah, so the last time we had a podcast rolling out, I think we were barely discussing about the film that was to
Yes.
release.
Yes.
And now we actually what's it called? We actually got it filming now. We got the trailer rolling out soon, hopefully.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
so, any comments
I'll
on
have that out. Yeah, I'll have. So the teaser was supposed to come out yesterday, but I had a really important meeting I had to do today. I had to prep for today, so I couldn't. But now I have. Actually, I was supposed to go to an on-site job tomorrow, and I don't, so I could work on the actual teaser and finish it off tomorrow. So it will release on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're gonna do a special live stream for the teaser, which is gonna be pretty dope, and we're gonna fly on Wednesday and Friday. I'm hoping to also release another community model that is a version of it's going to be used in the movie, but there's another version of it that the community can use. It's going to be pretty dope.
That's
So I'm
nice.
actually pretty excited about that.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome.
But the movie is coming out. We recorded quite a few scenes already. Now I do just want to say that not all scenes will be used in the movie. They'll probably be in trailers and in teasers, but doesn't mean it's going to make it to the end. But we're going to try to.
Not all scenes are included in the making of this film.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So, but I'm excited. I'm really am, and I want to also thank everybody that has come to help in some way. Sorry, that has come to help in some way to any kind of shoot, even if you just like shared, like just got the word out. Honestly, it's been quite a humbling experience because sometimes we go to film and I'm like, man, I think it's only gonna be like 1 or 2 people, but that's okay. And like 20 people show up, it's awesome.
Right. That's
So
awesome.
it's been really cool. So yeah, and I try to include the Quest people too, because I know like, a lot of people are on Quest, so I try to go to like Quest worlds. But we've discovered some cool worlds since then. Honestly.
Yeah, for
Think of
sure.
all those cool worlds we found. And I also want to shout out Bear here also because he made a really cool giant brush avatar that I had requested, and he made it perfect. And we filmed this awesome scene where there's a giant brush attacking the city, and we come in with the jets in formation and pretty much engage this giant monster. It was so much
I
fun.
can't wait to see how that film comes
Yeah.
out for that.
That's going to be its own. I'm going to put a TikTok clip of that alone. But that will
I
be in
want to
teaser
see
as well.
the
It's gonna be
finished
dope.
clip really bad.
Yeah, I'm
getting to
excited.
take part in it was super fun. Bear just sitting there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
awesome.
You could just
Yeah,
tell
that's
Bear
a
was
lot.
having the most fun. Like he was a child in like a toy store, just like
Does look really cool.
Right. Just like a gigantic person. Just like going like 5, 4.
Reliving childhood memories.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking of Shrek the
Was
whole time,
attacked-
like from Shrek 2, the big
What?
giant, like
Where'd you get
The big
Gingerbread
giant,
man.
the gingerbread man from Shrek 2.
Yeah.
The world
He's
is
like,
rolling.
be good, you know?
It really does remind me of that too.
It's like,
Gumdrop
like,
Bunny.
it's just,
Yeah.
imagine if we made it a giant Shrek instead of the giant brush.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Like, get down to
Copyright
me,
for that?
Swamp.
Have a giant Shrek
You could
coming
get
out of the
yeah.
water.
Have to change everything a little bit. Even the brush we changed, you know, we didn't use an original brush. Everything that we use has to be changed in some way. It's going to be pretty cool because, I mean, it's going to be all reference to things that we like. It's going to be Pokemon. It's going to be, Spartans from Halo. There's gonna be things from anime. There's gonna be cartoons. There's Captain America. There's Iron Man. There's
I'm
all
happy to
kinds
say
of
I
stuff.
am Captain America.
Yeah, that was
I am the
awesome.
Captain America
That
now.
scene, those fight scenes were so awesome.
I
We
love
could do a whole
doing the
podcast
shield
on
to the
this movie.
ground. That was my
Right.
favorite scene. You had Kai. Was it Kai or Kyrie? I can't remember.
It was
Jumping
Kai,
over.
yeah.
It was
So
Kai, yeah.
jumping over me.
we had
And then-
recorded a 6 scene for those that, because there's a lot of people that don't know. We recorded a 6 scene. Now, a lot of this is done with full body.
Yeah.
No, full body track.
Hey,
Full
don't call me
body
Todd,
body.
man.
We got full body
Yeah,
actors.
you hired
and
a
it
lot of
works
full
so
body
good.
bodies to. Film
Yes.
it.
I feel like I should be ashamed now for being part of that.
It's like,
Not
it's like
full body
little do you
now,
know
but
that all the
still.
bodies came through.
No, but it was really cool because luckily we have a lot of people in the community that do have full body tracking and mocap, so it's really awesome that we have that available to us, because as much as just regular VR is awesome, but for acting you really need all the movement. We have this awesome scene where it's Captain America with his shield and he comes down, slams it on the ground, and a Jedi jumps over him, and just the action scene just goes
Dude,
through.
it's great. It's great.
Mhm.
That was so cool.
Damn.
Not for nothing. I can't really. Dang, like I didn't think we'd get to this point. I thought it was just going to be a simple jet movie with some jet fighting, and then someone dies or something, and we land, and that's it. But
Yeah.
we really transformed the story to something like way more, and with the possibility of like everyone's help. So it's awesome. I can't wait. It's gonna be dope.
It's also like a good way to show how like people from the VR chat community, like you met like a week ago, can just come together and create such a large ass thing like this.
Right.
Right?
That happens all the time when you go into like the jet world, and then you find people who are like serious about playing in formation, and they follow us into like the Friends Plus. I feel like that's how we met like half of the pilots that we have
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you're
Mhm.
correct,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, and that's I like doing stuff like this because I'm not paid by VR chat or anything, but I just like to
Goddamn, might as well be.
She is paid by Raid Shadow
I know.
Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
No, well, actually, wait. So, not getting off topic, but you did get sponsored now, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
I
who'd
ran
you
a
get sponsored
sponsor
by?
stream yesterday. I got a sponsor stream by War Thunder, which was pretty cool.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. If I wasn't so busy, I would have played it a lot more. War Thunder was actually a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of fucking just
It's a grind.
absolute
It's a grind.
years.
Yeah.
3 years for me. Germany, then USA, just losing money constantly over and over again. You're just like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, you go.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? And this video is sponsored by War Thunder. Now,
I wish that would be nice. If Gaijin actually sponsored, that'd be super nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I haven't really played much War Thunder, but because of the jet videos and stuff, I was like, you know what, let's do it. And it was Gaijin had reached out. So shout out to Gaijin. Thanks so much for the sponsorship. And I feel bad because I know I should have kind of done more. They gave me a whole week, but they were like at least do 2 days. So we did the 2-day minimum. But had I known that the game was like that much fun, I probably would have did more. But it's just this week, it's just been crazy. I've been like trying to fix my car, and I had like meetings all over the place and decisions to make. So, but there'll be another guy. I'm pretty sure they're gonna offer the sponsorship again, and we'll do another big push. It's pretty cool because if you play with people and they're in the lobby, like it all helps, And
Yeah. You gotta
It's
try
like- it's
tank
not-
VR or tank battles. Those things are fun.
tank battles, yeah. We did the tank soccer.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh
that.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
it's
That
like
was
World War
hard.
Tanks.
Yeah, it's like Rocket League.
Yeah, that was really
Or
hard.
just hear
super
Katie's
competitive.
frustration.
I know, because what was confusing me was the front of the tank, and then it just spins out so easily. So I had real
Yeah.
frustration.
It was the tank goes like 50 miles an hour. You're like, how the fuck is it doing this? It's jumping. It's
fast.
boosting.
Yeah,
Tanks are fast. I mean, I don't think they can jump, but tanks can go fast. Tanks are fast as hell when they're not
Light
loaded.
tanks, yeah.
It's a beast. Yeah, they're fast as hell. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, that game really kind of showed me a whole nother realm, and it was a lot of fun. And I found out how to go into first person. So yeah, it was fun. That was really
You're
dope.
welcome. You're
We all
fucking
have
welcome.
nice.
I think she
yeah.
likes
Honestly,
more
I
than me.
stayed on the stream specifically to read some of Chacha's like hints because there was so much I learned just from reading from you watching the stream.
Yeah.
Like certain
Green
buttons, like in the tutorial, there was a lot that it didn't tell us that you said that
Yeah,
actually
like
helped.
the C to do the camera all around the aircraft.
Right.
Yeah, that was
the
huge.
V for changing
That was
view.
huge.
Right.
F for flaps, G for gear. I was like, Turbo, if you're gonna land on that point, you need your fucking gear, or you're gonna blow your fucking prop off.
Right.
I was wondering, I'm like, damn, I guess I got no gears.
Man,
I was like, oh, I guess I got no gears.
that shit
And I
falls
was
off
just
when
like,
you take off, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, all right, I guess that's how it is. I just started
Fuck
there.
it.
Right.
But yeah,
I'm a
no,
glider
there's a
now.
few gears. Yeah, it was so crazy. That's a fun game though. And yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna try more jet games. Like I know VTOL, Ace Combat, stuff like that. So I'm gonna try those out.
Yeah.
Talking
So
about
so
games.
has
Oh, good.
the War Thunder experience kind of boosted any ideas for the film coming up? Or yeah, that we're already working on.
Yeah, so what kind of changed things for me, and specifically because the whole cockpit experience, I do want to kind of touch up on that more for the movie. I want to get more of the characters in the cockpit and kind of show them while they're fighting. Especially in War Thunder, I just feel like the cockpit experience it shows like like what they're going through.
If you're capable, you can play that game in VR, and I have, and let me tell you, it is a whole new world. It is
Really?
crazy.
I was telling you, Katie.
But I only
Katie about
recommend
that.
doing it in ARB because if you do it in tank, you're just
Mm.
sitting there inside the tank, like,
Where the at?
Right.
and then you're turning you're turning
use
the
your mouse
actual
and
turret, and
keyboard?
you're just like, yeah, mouse and
Use your
keyboard.
mouse and
Or
keyboard,
if you want
Mouse
to
and
get into
keyboard,
it,
like-
you can really get an actual flight stick into it. And just drop your
Jesus.
controllers.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I might just do an Xbox controller, but with the VR headset. I think
Don't
that'd
do
be pretty
Xbox
cool.
controller. I
Yeah.
started
No?
like that.
Yeah.
PC keyboard, it's so much easier. You have so much more
Oh,
control.
yeah,
Like when you
for sure.
like
Really?
whatever the buttons are next to W. Let me see here. So
Oh,
you have
EQ,
your
Q and E?
Q and E. You can actually
Oh,
change
that
the
sharp
aircraft like
turn.
this.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
You
with the
can't do that
rudders.
on controller. You
Yeah.
can't.
Is it an LBRB on controller?
No. That's your
I mean-
bombs and
can't even-
rockets.
Yeah, I mean you
Oh,
can
damn.
you
Oh.
can bind them. You can bind them
You could,
too.
but
right.
I don't like binding shit because then you're just like, huh?
Because when you're
Why
getting
do I
rid
do
of
that
one,
again?
you're binding something else.
Yeah, because
you're
there's
limited,
so many
honestly.
bindings in that game. Like there's your air to ground lock, your air to air lock, your air to ground missile launch, your air to air missile launch. It's crazy. You have radar changing, you can change so much shit. It's too damn realistic. I am so confused sometimes. It's not worth doing on a controller.
I just want to
Damn.
Yeah,
Word.
it's pretty much.
pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool though. That's though. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the game. The game was cool, and yeah, I do
It's a
appreciate
very fun game.
the help was really good on stream because like, oh, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
That was really dope. So, but yeah, so check it out, guys. I'll have another War Thunder stream coming up soon. I'm pretty sure
Right.
they'll hit me up again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it's giving me a few ideas
Ooh, nice.
for sure.
So upgraded avatar here for the film. This
Hmm.
will be
Yes.
Dang.
the upgraded version. So the old
Dang.
version was like, it was okay, for the moment. It was a nice OG avatar, but then I was like, you know what? This newer look that they have for the character, I was like, you know what? This will look a lot better for the film. A lot more, detail to it versus like the
Mhm.
bland look that it had before.
Yeah, gotcha.
Also, what's it called? New weapon, so not too shabby.
Oh
Nice.
no.
Oh yeah.
Weren't you using that? In what world is it? Turbo was just streaming, and you had that avatar, all right?
Yeah. I was using this avatar.
Yeah, it has the light on the gun.
Yeah, it does.
Give me a quick flashbang, real quick.
All right, hold on. So this one is actually the optimized version, so it doesn't have the light.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's just weird. So apparently, putting lights on your avatar will make it unoptimized. Like no matter if you have your polygons in check.
Let me turn mine off real quick.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Hold on.
You know why, right?
No, I don't.
So it's pretty much because of the
Shading?
lighting. Yeah, you're making shadows. Like
Oh,
as soon as you make
makes
shadows,
sense.
it's just like
Oh yeah, that
So,
makes sense.
essentially like
So here, I got you. I got
you're
you. man.
reflecting.
You ready? You ready for this?
Yeah. Hit me with it. Is it on?
It's, You could barely
Oh, the
talk.
lights! I thought you were
I
gonna
can
shoot him.
barely- yeah.
I was like, "Where's
Oh.
the
Oh,
bullets?"
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could barely
Your
talk because
light
there's
doesn't
already
actually
enough.
turn on. I was like, what? Is it on?
Because the light, there's no light on the gun, but there's light where it's like
Around,
shiny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I
That's
don't know
all
if
you
that's
gotta
how
do is
my
add a
helmet
light
works.
to
Right.
the gun.
Right.
Yeah,
You
my
got
helmet
nobody.
doesn't work like that.
Unfortunately.
Sadly.
I mean, then if you look at Turbo, it's like, cheery, like,
They just-
meow,
It
meow.
actually reflects off me. I thought that was pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was
I
pretty
do with
cool.
my Spartan model. You know, I was talking about my helmet. I made it so it glows,
Yeah.
and then when you're close to
Yeah.
a wall, it has like the pulsing look, so it'll change the color on the wall with the helmet.
So
Oh, that's dope.
in this world here, right? The what's it called? This doesn't actually like there's like only a spot that lights up on the bulb. I don't know if you noticed that. Like only like
Yeah.
a speck of like a little small circle will light up. But in certain worlds, the whole thing will light up. Which
Oh, interesting.
yeah. But
Is
only like
now we
Now he just fell asleep on my lap, so
really?
I
yeah.
didn't even know Nala was right there.
I think it's her stick drift. She stepped away for.
I thought she left.
She did. Well, she stepped
Hey
away.
guys, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I thought she like left the world. I didn't know she
Yeah,
was
that's what-
No.
still here.
I think her stick drift just like led her to me.
Stigma.
It was
Led her to the
fate.
stigma.
There we go.
Nice,
But,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, and
So, Bear, what about you?
Mhm.
What's been going on with you? I know you got to fill in people on a lot of things, dude. You got goats now.
Oh
got a
yeah,
new
you got
truck,
goats.
Got a new job, new place, new house.
job, new place, new truck.
Yeah, this guy's got
Whole new
everything. This guy
life.
has the whole
Yeah,
new life right
Yeah.
now.
Every,
so first-
everything just went all over the place.
Yeah.
So
Got kids now, a beard,
right. Yeah, I got kids now.
3 baby
Yeah,
mamas. God damn, it's only
Hey,
been
yo.
3 months.
Damn.
And it's only been 3 months. I already got all this shit.
It's like 10 already. Like what?
Oh.
In 3 months? What the? Hey yo, but nah. Yeah. So what's it called? Yeah, I got a new job doing the same thing. Working on an ambulance. And pretty much live in the middle of nowhere now. That's why lack of streaming and all that because of no Wi-Fi at the moment. Been using hotspot, which I'm actually surprised how smooth this all has been running on hotspot alone. So pretty much that, and then my old truck pretty much died on me on my way home from work.
You still
What
have
do you
it?
got? What do you got?
So now I got a new Tacoma. Ended up going for
Tacoma?
a Tacoma. Yeah.
I like
Originally was
the
thinking about
Tacoma.
going for a 4Runner, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go for a Tacoma.
Is it you're gonna get a new one or you're gonna get like a partially used one? I guess you could say.
Oh,
Already
no,
got
I
it.
already got it. Like
Oh.
I already
Oh,
got
my-
it.
It's a beast. It's mad nice too.
Oh yeah,
I'm jelly.
it's a decent ride.
But your old car was a really nice car too. You had like a lifted what's it called?
That's a lifted H3.
Hummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
2500 HD.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing I used and abused it. That was my daily
You-
driver for 8 years.
Did I just hear Bear had a Hummer?
He did.
Bear, I bet you were one of the guys that just listened to like, dude looks like a lady while driving like 60 on the highway because you couldn't like get up to full speed. You're just sitting there.
Oh no, that you can make that thing. You can make that thing go. You can make that thing go pretty fast.
Oh,
That's what she said.
And
Nah.
the funny thing is that it was an inline 5. It made that like I said, used and abused it. Took it everywhere, all around the mountains and everything. Took it to the desert, and took it commuted to work with it. But then just on the way back, it was on its last final leg, and boom, engine blew out, and then boom, there we go. Got a new truck the next day.
Quite literally the next day.
Yeah, it was literally next day. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, I need a vehicle to go to work
Right.
because there ain't no way, like, no buses go there.
I'm gonna fucking do
Or
it.
at least not that I'm
fucking
aware
do
of,
it.
but
I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I'm gonna
What is going
fucking
on
do
here?
it.
What is going on here?
He pointed a gun at me, so I threw a tomato at him.
Your tomato,
Then he
goddamn.
fucking scared the shit out of me.
tomatoes, my worst enemy. Ah.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
I didn't mean to do that. I take those back.
All the
But,
gifts. So sweet.
But yeah, and dude, hold on.
Yeah.
You haven't even talked about the best part.
Oh yeah, the best part, goats. After going here, I got goats, and they've been amazing.
Not just one.
Not just one, but two goats. Two
goats.
Yeah. Those two little goats here are very amazing. Pretty much. I mean, it was already an interesting story getting them and then getting them to my house. So I don't know if I told y'all this, but when I bought them, right, I took a detour road to get to my house, and because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be cutting through this area because I think there was like construction going on one end of the road,
Okay.
so I took a detour, pretty much went off roading and took was driving almost 45 angle sideways on a like a good maybe
Off-roading?
Fucking
Jesus.
good
crab
15
walking
feet
that thing.
of road,
Crab
and then
walking that thing.
crab walking. There was like these deep. There's probably a foot and a half deep trench in like certain parts of the road, and pretty much would drive through it. I was like, oh man, it was an interesting ride. I felt kind of bad because the goats were scared to death because of it.
Bro, if I was in the
They're
back
like,
of a truck
who is this
driving
guy,
like
and
this
why is
down
he
the highway-
driving me? Drifting the goddamn truck off road. Like, who am I? Why am I
I
in a
didn't
truck?
fucking
Who is
sign
this
up for
guy?
this initial D type shit.
right, exactly.
So what are their names?
Oh man, so the male is
Dingus and
named
Bongus.
right. Imagine. So the male is named Cletus. The female is named Jenny.
Amazing.
Jedi.
So
Jedi.
see, my sister was like, you know what?
Cletus. I feel like I
I'm gonna
love
call-
Cletus.
Like my sister was like, you know, you should call him Cletus. I'm like, Cletus or Klondike? You know, what would be better?
Oh, yes.
So we ended up
Like-
keeping Cletus.
What would
and-
that? What would? I can't fucking remember her name. Jedi.
Janai.
Jedi.
Janai.
Jedi.
What would Jedi do for a conduct ball?
Go to Klondike. Bro. Hey, but up to like recently though, the Cletus started headbutting me and pretty much got that squared away. Oh, he got that squared away. I like to call it goat jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I literally had to wrestle.
God damn it.
Like, so basically, you know, for goats, mostly with the males, females don't really headbutt too much like the males do, but with the males, like when they start headbutting, like mostly like either playful or for dominance or both.
I'm gonna fucking kill
For
you.
them, right? So the way that you gotta get them to stop headbutting is you gotta flip them on their back and then pretty much like hold them there until they start calming down, and then flip them back up, and then
I'm picturing him
God
like
damn.
flipping a 70-pound goat onto
Right?
its back by the horns,
Right.
just like
Bear versus goat.
Oh no, not by the horn. So see, the way you do it is like you stand on the side, right? Reach underneath their belly and grab the legs from the opposite side of you and just flip
it's like
them.
you're flipping a sheep.
Flip
It's like you're flipping a sheep. Just like,
Yeah, it's like flip them, and then you gotta sandwich them.
They make a
gotta
noise
sandwich-
like.
oh yeah. They'll be making a loud noise, dude.
So have you tried going head to head with the goat yet? Like,
have you
I
tried?
mean, more like knee to the head, because you know, like I got bruises on my
Oh,
knees and like the back of my
that-
calves,
that-
because like that's where he'll like he'll like
That's
headbutt
gotta
you.
hurt. That's gotta
Right?
hurt.
Oh
Just
yeah.
like your knee buckling backwards, just like.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
So, like the back of my my left, like behind the knee, like almost like the thigh, like he will like headbutt and then like try to push, you know, against my leg, you know.
Damn.
So I work for fresh goat milk.
No, but I'm like, you know what? You know, I'm feeling a little hungry right now. I got my new little burner stove.
I got me a new griddle.
I
Time
got
to fucking
myself a cast iron pot,
Jesus.
my cast iron pan here. I'm about
I
ready
fire it
to
up
have.
to start dominance every now and then. Like, Jesus.
Right. Nah, so I had to flip him a couple times just to get him to stop with the headbutting.
Chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like but,
Yeah.
but no, he's slowly getting it. Like the way that, you know, I looked it up, the way that you want it. Like if the goats headbutt each other, that's fine. But once they start headbutting you, then that's going to be the issue there, because you don't want them doing that. And I even told my family, hey, like, yeah, don't pet them on the head. Just pet them on their behind the neck. Anywhere behind the neck is fine, because the moment you start petting them on the head, they get confused because they use their head area to talk. Pretty much, that's their communication. Is their horns. So if you start touching them in that area, they think okay, we're on equal terms, like we're gonna be comfortable like that, and then they're gonna start headbutting you. And
Right.
especially if you got kids around, you definitely don't want them to be headbutted by a goat.
Yeah, I've seen those videos all the time.
And Aeon, what's
Yeah.
inside?
Kid.
Right.
It's about to be a bowling ball.
Yeah, because that's the bad part about it. Because people get these small baby goats and then they're headbutting. Like, oh, it's cute, but it's not gonna be cute when they get 200 pounds and start charging at you full speed.
Yeah, for
Jesus.
sure.
Because imagine, I feel bad. Like, imagine someone buys as people buy animals. They're like, oh, it's a miniature version or it's a pygmy
Like
version.
when a mini pig, but
A
like
mini pig,
there's
but
no
then-
such thing as mini pigs.
Right, or like they say, oh yeah, it's a miniature rabbit, and it ends up growing up to be a full blown rabbit.
It's a
Right.
miniature English
like-
Mastiff. It's not that big.
It's right. It's like
Mastiff.
it's a pygmy goat, and you better hope it's a pygmy goat because imagine if they end up getting a regular goat and it goes up like large, like 3 foot tall. Thing
Oh,
with
shit.
horns.
It's a
Yeah,
teacup
yeah.
pig, not a fucking 5-year-old
Now,
rump
what
pig.
made you want to get the goat? Like, what was the trigger?
I think what triggered is that the fact that we had land, right? And we got a good chunk of it, middle of nowhere. I was like, it'd be cool to have livestock animals, like specifically goats. Because for me, I don't want to get a ram. A ram's gonna be hitting you no matter what you do. Like it's gonna go. Rams are aggressive as hell. But goats, on the other hand, goats that you can, as long as you treat them right and you teach them, you teach them right, they'll be fine. They're kind of like dogs, as long as you train them good and treat them right, they'll be fine. But
Okay.
But yeah, and then too, you can milk them too. A ram, you can. I guess you can milk a ram, but it ain't gonna be the type of milk you want.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
God, like, my ram really likes me. I don't know what's going on. But yeah.
Seeing how you're in the middle of nowhere. Bear, seeing how you're in the middle of nowhere, you got any Dollar Generals near you?
Dollar General, I haven't really looked. I know we got Tractor Supply. We got a lot of small mom and pop stuff, around
Oh,
here.
you're a little in the side.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we got people with horse ranches, cows.
You got the
Unfortunately,
buggies on the highway.
Oh no, not that. no buggies, but got a lot of people with pickup trucks and all that.
I'd love to see a horse and buggy being pulled by a
Right.
never mind, just a
I
horse.
mean, you
and
got
buggy
a
in
lot of
general.
people with horse trailers, though.
buggy
That's
is
for
that.
sure. A lot of people with horse trailers. But yeah, no, that's the main thing. The Goat Simulator too. I was like, that. Like
Jeez,
a real
that's
life-
another game.
real
Game just
life
already
goat
made him
sim-
buy goats.
right, buy goats.
Dang.
And I'm actually contemplating on getting another goat just to have them so they're not bored just with each other.
What? They're not
Wait,
bored.
what
There's
do you
two of
mean
them. They're having a
bored?
blast.
They're gonna.
A boar?
They're
Boar.
goats.
Well, one is boy and girl, right?
But another thing. Oh yeah, the female. I think she's on her period today because.
Oh God.
Yeah.
She was giving you attitude.
No. She was dropping some
Spotting.
stuff. So
Spotting.
I'm like,
Spotting.
just
Oh, little
spotting.
bloody.
Never mind.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Put a
So
diaper on that goat.
put a diaper on the goat. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I
Like
got.
when your dog
Well, they're
gets their
outside
period, you gotta
mostly,
put a
right?
diaper on your
Yeah, they're
dog.
on the.
They're
They're
mostly
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
They're outside mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I did.
see-
I did keep them inside once. During
I see you posted a very important post recently on a lot of spots. He posted something really important, and it was the floor because it had mountain poop or goat poop.
Mountain poop. Yep,
I was
mountain
like,
poop.
I was mad
Special
confused.
mountain poop.
It was
mountain
like-
poop. Yeah.
Arson mountain poop.
It was just like a hole that was covered, and I'm like, okay. And then I read the caption, and it was like goat fertilizer. Like what?
Yeah,
Man, why'd you put a
goat
picture?
fertilizer.
This is a good
It's like,
way to
what is
fill
going
a hole
on?
and get your grass good. You just gotta put
Right,
dirt
and
over the
then,
top.
and then
just,
the
pack it down, you're
latest
good.
photo I did today was of it uncovered because I dug a new hole, and basically what I did with this one, I just placed plywood over it just so that I don't have to dig again. I could just take it off, pour it in, cover it with the boards until it fills up, and then just bury it, cover it with the dirt,
There is a
Right.
big
Where do you get the dirt
Black
from?
hole.
from the ground.
From the next hole that you make?
yeah, from the next hole.
you
Yeah,
make?
I was like, where do you get the dirt
Okay.
from the ground?
Might as well
I'm
put
just
a
saying,
toilet
yeah,
seat over
but
there.
then you
Let
gotta
the
make
goats
another
run the
hole,
goats.
yeah.
Yeah,
Turn the goats to shit in the hole.
Hey, where'd you get the
Because
dirt
it's
from?
so
Is goat
cold.
poop fertilizer though? Is it poop? It's poop fertilizer. Because dog
any
fur,
poop can be used.
dog food. I mean,
Dog
dog
food?
poop is not
Well,
fertilizer.
Turbo, has your dog
It
ever
kills
eaten
it.
its own poop?
No, thankfully. but I've seen
Okay,
dogs.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
do
Yeah, I
he
mean, when
doesn't.
it comes to
Dog
when it comes
needs-
to
A lot of
live-
dogs
so when
do.
it comes to
Yeah, but
livestock,
dogs-
you can use them as fertilizer. I mean, a lot of fertilizer is mostly cow manure, you know. So
Yeah,
but there's also
but that's the
goat
thing. Like
manure,
dogs, you
horse
can't use
manure.
them.
I mean, dogs
You
just got
can't
a
use
skill
dog
issue.
poop.
It's a skill issue, bro.
They do. They have a certain acid or something.
Is it
Something's in it.
typically with herbivores that it's better? Because I know dogs are like
Yeah, they're
carnivores and
more
shit.
like carnivores. Yeah, maybe
yeah,
that's what it
you
You know,
is.
maybe
Yeah.
that's why, because they're eating from the ground and then they let it out and then
Yeah,
it
and they all
regrows.
process
Right.
it.
But it's a
So that's
circle
fertilizer.
of life.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Grass on grass, right?
Grass on grass.
Grass
Yeah.
on grass.
Grass on grass, not in the ass. All right.
Oh god.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Interesting.
But yeah, no. So yeah. I just been digging and yeah, like in this morning he tried headbutting me and then I just like flipped him right there by the hole. It's like, you know what? Not today, boy.
Not today. Not today.
Not today.
Not when I'm here.
No,
Boom.
not while I'm
That's
here.
so cool. So
Yeah.
now you're committed to whenever you move, you're bringing them with you, pretty much. Those are your babies now.
I mean that's the plan. And I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, hey, like would it be fun to get a one of those what do they call those, camper shells, put on the top of the bed and then have them in the bed, or should I just
Cover?
Hell yeah.
or should I just get a trailer for them, like a
Oh,
livestock
just put
trailer?
them in the bed.
Well,
Put 'em in
the
bed.
goats are
Yeah,
not
put my
that
dog in
large, so
bed
you
with
can just
nothing.
put some wheat in your bed. Make sure you have
Right,
at
right.
least a bed liner on there so they don't scratch and fucking dent your shit. So
Right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard plastic, it's hard plastic.
Yeah.
bed,
Oh, then
I
that
had
should be
my
fine.
dog in my back hard I just literally just the bed and he loves it. He just chills
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah.
Your dog, Triton, it's just the dog just sticks out the sign, just like
Yeah, he's mad cool.
Yeah.
But I don't take him on like public roads, obviously, because like I don't want to get in an accident or something. But
You
like
don't want
going
jumping out and
trails or
shit.
going
Right,
hiking.
and see, that's the thing I'm
We'll
worried about
stay in,
too.
but
is
yeah,
like,
you never know. You might see like a person or something, like, or like
my
another
dog
dog.
jumped out
Yeah,
of
he
a
might.
Jeep window. So my dogs are 100
Oh my
pounds
God.
each. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
yay, maybe this wide, just like their rib cage. The window was open maybe this much of the car, and
Okay.
he managed to jump out the window, go like 10 steps that way to another car which had a husky inside of it, and he was up on top of the car like window, just like at the other
Oh,
dog.
let me add. Yeah. Yeah, we had something similar happen to us. I had it was when I early got trained pretty early, and I was like still training him for the car because honestly, if you guys ever want your dog to be cool in a car, take him in as many rides as possible. Like the more he gets used to it, the better he'll get. But in the beginning, it's terrible because they're like, "Where am I? I want to get out of here!" So
Treat him
we
like a loose
had parked the
object.
car. Yeah, we had parked the car in the parking lot, and it wasn't really hot that day, so I left like the windows down, and the AC was still on or whatever. But I'm like left the window a little down so he can like stick his head out, but not completely, just
Yeah,
like his
yeah.
nose. And went inside, literally like picked up like whatever, like milk or something,
We were
came
getting
back out.
bacon, egg, and cheese or something like that, like breakfast. It was only a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
see someone, and I see a car stopped in the middle of like an intersection, and people like, like I'm like, what's going on? And then there I see my dog Triton, like just like I'm like, yo,
Oh,
how'd you get out
no.
of the car? So I put him back in the car, and I look, and he had fit himself through this like tiny little
Fuck yeah,
like
Hell
crack
yeah.
of the window, and there's
Hell
hair
yeah, my
all
boy.
over it. There's
Damn.
hair all over it, so he
That's the
really
only
squeezed himself.
Yo,
That's the only
he
reason
was on
we
a mission.
squeezed out because the hair was everywhere.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, "Yo, that's how you got out?" I thought someone must have opened the door, but then I see all the hair. I'm like, "This guy got out." Like that's like
Yeah.
how? I was like,
He
and then
must-
someone's like, "Oh my god, your
Oh
dog was in
my-
the middle of the street." I was like, "Try it."
was the
So,
window
yeah.
forced down at all, or was it just him like
No,
absolutely
dude, it was still there. Look, it was still like, I'm like, how? He probably just like bent it out or something, or like maybe it pushed
Right,
down. No,
right.
I don't know.
Was he,
I have
is
no
he
idea.
skinny?
It
Because
was
if
a
he was
different
skinny, he
car.
probably like turned his body and like just.
He was actually
was
really
thicker
muscular.
back
That was when we
then,
first got him. Yeah, he was like
Was he bigger
super.
back then?
He was really overweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was really overweight, but really
Well,
muscular.
not really overweight.
Because
He's a
he,
big boy. He's a
his
big boy.
diet,
He's a
yeah, my
little
dog's
thicker.
diet was strictly just like Purina. Like that was
Yeah.
it. You know.
I see,
Now
I see.
he's like he literally eats better than me. Like he gets.
Lean, yeah.
We
He's better
literally
than
we
you.
buy real chicken. Yeah, we
Chicken
get
and
legit
fucking
chicken
rice.
from chicken, rice, carrots, and stuff, and just mix it together and cooked every day. That's what he eats every single day. He doesn't eat any like
Bro,
processed food or anything.
Dog,
Me, I'm
humans
over
be
here like McDonald's.
Humans be like spaghetti. I don't
Kit
know.
Kat.
Kit Kat.
Dogs like we don't know like we like, and dogs like the same food for the 1,000th time my entire life. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna destroy that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So true.
Yeah, we put different food in there too. Like we sometimes we put eggs in there. Or we honestly change up the vegetables because like, was that squash? Different types of like
Potatoes.
not pumpkin. There's like
Sweet
there's
potatoes.
like white squash or something. Sweet potatoes. Yeah, he loves sweet potatoes. Stuff like that. So variety is the spice of life. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty dope.
Whatever,
Oh, my knee.
sweet.
Disney hurt.
The knees.
Disney.
Disney. Disney.
Disney.
Hey, quick question, Church. Are you a fan of Lady Gaga?
I haven't listened to her like a day in my life.
Damn, so you don't like to Gaga these nuts in your
No,
mouth?
No, I don't.
Oh, got him.
Got him.
Got him.
I am
Got him.
Get out from the chair. There
severely
it is.
disappointed. Honestly,
I'm there.
Oh,
It was coming. It was coming.
that was coming. Yeah.
I had
That's
it
what she
coming
said.
for me. I know.
I tried to warn Chach.
Well, I'm gonna
I
come.
really tried, but I guess it just didn't
You didn't
work.
warn me good enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
I
you
did
didn't.
everything
You
I
didn't. You
could.
didn't.
You forget
And you
who
know
I
what?
am mentally.
Yeah. You even forgot who he was. How dare you? Wow. Look at him. He's crying. He's crying like a
What?
big
I
baby.
called him Chach. What are
He's
you
a-
talking about?
Yeah, look at him. Look at him there. He's sad. He's
You're a
sad.
fucking imposter, and I know it.
Good,
Oh,
cry
yeah?
about it, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Ha 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 ha! So funny. Ha 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 ha!
You want to go? You want to go?
Do it. Do it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like Twitch so much. Can you keep it still?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
what's
my
going
don't
on
worry
here?
about that. I'm a little broken. Don't worry about me. My
I'm
hands are
so
broken.
excited.
You know, it ain't the only thing that's gonna be broken, boy.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Jesus.
I don't have my hands.
Oh,
My
yeah.
hands are broken. Stop hurting me.
Let's get something with the newcomers. Let's see. All right, y'all.
Okay,
Let's introduce him. Oh, now he's back. Now welcome back.
I've
Remember
been
when she
back.
said
He's
Yeah,
been
she
back.
insulted me.
Yeah, now he's
And
been
when they
back
said
right
5
now.
minutes, 5 hours later.
Listen, I had to talk
Mambo
to my
number
fucking.
5.
I had to talk to my my counselor.
Yeah.
Me.
The spotlight's on you now.
Had
The
to.
spotlight is on you.
Well,
really
what do
is,
I
actually,
talk
like,
about?
literally.
Damn, what do I? I
I'm
don't
just
know.
kidding.
Why are you-
We're just
what are you
wondering.
doing?
All right,
That's it,
so
I'm back.
yeah, we just want to know. So we got 3 newcomers. We got Katie, we got Naoi, and we got Saku. Formerly,
I mean, Katie
Akio.
was on the pod. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't.
That was a
Didn't-
Streamcation
That was a
podcast.
Streamcation podcast,
That
right?
was a long
And you know
time
what?
ago.
And you know what? I
Podcast.
didn't
It's
even.
the same
I
thing.
didn't even get to upload the audio into a video yet. Damn.
Oh my!
Would you look at
Yeah,
that?
I haven't
Wow.
even. I have the audio too, and I still haven't even posted it yet. I'm gonna do that so that way we have it ready for the next Streamcation. Oh,
Right.
that's another thing we'll talk about. All right, so let's introduce them real quick, and then we'll talk about Streamcation
Right,
vacation.
Yeah. So,
So, all right, good.
My name's Katie, and my favorite color is sea green.
whoa.
Whoa!
So when was the
Hey.
last time you drank? No,
When was the last time you had a little? If you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Right.
I wish
All right.
I know.
And who's next?
I'm
Um,
Naui.
Are you
And I really like the color pastel yellow.
pastel yellow?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
P.
pretty much, right?
Fuck up.
Yellow snow.
Damn.
Yellow
Same.
green.
Exact.
Pastel yellow.
Yeah,
Like pastel these
yellow.
nuts in your face.
I'm
What doesn't even make that? Definitely a word.
Pastel these nuts in your face.
Pastel.
Oh, jeez.
Kind of sounds like Gaston. I think I might just be stupid.
Nice.
And then we have
Sako.
My name is Saku, former name Aiko, and my favorite color.
Oh no, your audio's going out. No.
your
Um,
favorite color is what? What was your favorite color? Sorry.
Invisible.
What is your name?
Neon green.
Ooh.
Neon green.
Kind of like boogers.
Like boogers?
Sorry.
What kind of boogers are coming out of your nose?
What do you got?
What kind of
Goddamn.
emeralds you be digging, bro?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I be pulling
Bro,
out the
what
brain
is
cells.
going on?
Fuck
Yeah.
Alien.
She's like,
Anything
she's like,
sneezing?
"Ah, He's like,
We need. Right?
Whoa!
Sneeze would be insane.
Oh, right, yeah.
Wow, confetti! Like, no, that's no. She just sneezed.
Yeah, she's
Like,
And
oh.
you're just sitting there, and then Turbo walks in. Huh.
Yes.
No, but that would be pretty cool though. Imagine that. I'm just thinking about that. Imagine having like glow in the dark like boogies.
Boogies.
Ew.
Crazy.
No, all the
Your
loogies,
nose-
all the
your nose
loogies
would
that you
blow.
spit out
Your
and be all
nose
neon
would
green.
blow.
Sounds like a
Like,
disease.
just like
Do
neon
you guys
comes
ever
out.
see Predator? You guys ever see the
Ooh,
movie Predator?
yeah.
So Predator, for those that don't know, Predator has blood that's like literally neon green and it
neon
glows. Like it could be nighttime. Yeah, it could be nighttime and the thing glows. Like, that'd be cool if like our saliva was like that. Or
No,
some
it
kind of
wouldn't.
in our body.
It would be like
dope.
acidic.
What if
That'd be
our
so
pee is
cool, though.
like that?
Hey,
our
hey,
piss
people,
is
why?
RGB.
God damn, what did I drink?
Right,
Just put some RGB light in your inside.
Radioactive.
Just
Radioactive
turn
rays.
on light.
Have you guys seen like the videos where it's like, I want to name my child after like a car part?
Like a car part.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
You're like,
Yeah.
yo, this is my child. His name's
What?
Sparkplug. I'm like,
Spark.
what? Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
Rotator.
Yes, this
Rado.
is my
I've
my
never
child
heard of
here.
that.
This is my child
I've
Cadillac
never
converter.
heard of
I
that,
see
but you-
videos about it all the
you know,
time. I'm
I was
like,
gonna say I've never heard of that, but you are from Wisconsin, so that makes 100%
We-
sense.
I'm
yeah,
from
let's
Wisconsin.
name my child
Wait, who's,
Piston.
wait, you?
There you
wait,
go.
I'm from Wisconsin.
That's why you like
No,
pee.
you're not. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my
No,
God.
I actually am.
No, good. Stay away from me.
No,
I'm
you're not.
actually.
You're
Yes,
from
I
Arkansas.
Stay
am.
away
stop.
from me.
Stop,
Stay away.
I
Keep a distance.
I was born and raised
Connie.
in
You were born and raised from your mama.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, the
Milwaukee.
capital of Wisconsin.
The meth capital
Damn
of the world.
straight.
That's messed up.
Jesus Christ.
You're just straight up. Straight up.
That was so
Yeah,
bad,
it's
bro.
messed up.
That's messed up.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
I bet that.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. But either way, I like it because I'm gonna be honest. I've never ever met someone from Wisconsin like ever in my life
Yo, yeah, you
until I
have.
got into VR chat. Until I got into VR chat. Literally, like I'm like, what? I feel like the most amount of people that play VR chat are from Wisconsin. I don't
Texas.
know why.
You know,
No.
it's probably true. It's probably
Most
true.
of the people are fucking from Texas.
Hey, what do
I've
you mean
met
by that?
so
I
many
mean,
people
what
What do you
from
mean by
Texas.
that?
I know, right?
California and Texas. I mean,
least
then
from
again, you
my
can go on
experience, I
Eastern
don't
and
know.
Western servers.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I don't know really the real statistic, but for me, my experience, most amount of people I've met, I'm the one's like, oh, where are you from? It's like Wisconsin. I'm like, what?
Most of
You
them-
might be
Wow.
joining
I
Northern
meet-
East
I meet
Northern.
a lot of people from Japan, Germany, Russia.
I get
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
true, that's true.
It's
California.
like three servers. Because you can go national servers, you can go
Yeah, you can go
Japan servers, you can go
national
American
Right.
servers.
Everything like that.
You know, the majority of people
Connie
I've met
servers?
are, on VRJ are probably from Canada. You know, I've met a lot of people from Canada on here.
Yeah, a lot of Canadians.
Canadian?
Where, are you
Canadian.
close to Canada by any chance? Like, are you near? I forget what state you're in.
No.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, you know,
He's
you're
in
right, you're
Oregon.
right. I am. I'm close to the land of what's it called? British Columbia.
So yeah, you
Turbo
probably, you're
already
probably getting
said that
more.
you were from Oregon.
Yeah, you're not. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you're getting more northern. You're getting
He's got
more,
goats.
more
Yeah.
so northern servers. Like
He's got
I forget
goats,
what's. I may wait, Turbo. You're more eastern, right?
yeah. I'm in New York, yeah. So
No. He's
As
he's
eastern
from,
as
he's
you
from the
can
mid. He's from the mid U.S. He's from that
Yeah.
Louisville,
I'm on the south.
Kentucky.
No, he's from fucking New York.
That's another thing is it's crazy on VR chat. You meet some people and they tell you a state that you completely forgot existed. You know, like, what's
that?
going on? Like, where are you from? Like, oh, I'm from New York. Like, where are you from? Like, Montana. Like,
Oh,
oh,
just gonna say
shit.
Montana. That's wild.
Yeah, like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
you know-
like, Montana. I forgot there was a state.
You're from Arkansas? Whoa!
And they're like, don't say Arkansas. It's Arkansas.
Arkansas. Texarkana.
Hey, but you know what?
Is there any state?
You call it
Like
Arkansas, but the only thing
Minnesota.
that I saw was Arkansas.
I remember Wisconsin or Minnesota fairly because they're my enemy. I absolutely despise every Minnesota.
What is- your
Minnesota.
name?
It's like I
Minnesota
forget that
people.
place
Mini-
exists.
Minnesota, you know, it's like the little cans that you get from the store. You know,
What
Yeah.
if I had?
Little-
All right,
It's like a little
What if-
campaign you have.
what if you get like the craziest meth? Like, you have a meth head Olympics
oh,
in Wisconsin, and choose the winner of that to go against like the crackhead of
That would
like
be
what was it
Ohio.
called?
I have a
Of Mis-
person. I have a person in mind.
of Minnesota, and you have a battle, like battle royale right in the
What
middle.
about
Do you want to hear
Philadelphia?
something that happened in Wisconsin?
Wow. What?
So there was this lady.
Oh, no, they died.
Bye. So there was this lady that had decided, or she was having intercourse with a man, and she had recently taken when I say crack or something like that, and as they were doing their little thing, she choked him. She liked it,
What?
and she
What?
suffocated him. And then, seeing how she was so up, she decided, let's just like this man's body and hide it around my house. So that's what she
Whoa.
did. She chopped him up, hid him around the house. She put parts of the body in her vehicle, the head in a bucket, and
What
she
incarnation?
when she got caught because the guy went missing, she had parts of the body in the car, and the cops were like, "Why did you leave certain parts in your vehicle and some in your house?" And she's like, "I got lazy." I'm like, Wisconsin.
What?
Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And then
Wisconsin.
and then we
That's
have
messed
Jeffrey
up.
Dahmer. Wasn't Ted Bundy from like Milwaukee?
No,
I
that's
don't
Jeffrey
know, to be
Dahmer.
honest.
Yeah, I
Wait,
just said
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Dahmer. I live
No,
in
you
Wisconsin.
said
I said Jeffrey
you
Dahmer and Ted
said-
Bundy.
Oh, Ted Bundy. Yeah, never mind. I didn't know about Ted Bundy.
Ted Buddy.
I
he's
live
your
in
the
best
state,
friend.
know about this.
By the way, Saku had to go. I have to get off. I'm sorry. I have to get off. My head is pounding so much, and it's really getting to me.
Hi, Saku.
And then she was like, when I first got on, it was fine, but now it's getting worse. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay. You know, Saku heard the sound of Naoi's voice and said, "Damn, my head."
Shut the fuck up, bro.
No,
Are
you're
you sure she
Wisconsin,
fucking
I
didn't
said.
hear your fucking voice?
Nah, it's definitely. See, like she said, "Hey, you know, I was fine earlier, but then when Naoi the Chihuahua came, you know,
back, all of a sudden a
Oh my
headache came.
goodness.
Now we do
Whatever.
Naoi the
Whatever.
Chihuahua, you know."
We
Riley,
all
she's like,
know
"Here, just
I'm the
block
star
Naoi."
of the show, okay?
Yeah, but you couldn't find a teddy bear.
You know what? Oh boy, you better not.
I bet you know that game, the where you have to find all the teddy bears before the girl gets you.
Teddies.
Yeah,
Teddies.
teddies. I bet you 100% you couldn't find a single one.
Did they remove that game?
They might have, you know. I haven't seen it in a minute.
I haven't seen it. I look. I know a lot of the horror games were removed during the whole chill out VR versus VR chat thing,
Yeah.
and I wonder if that was one of the games that got removed because of it. That was a good game for being Quest and PC compatible. Is a really good game. And it's a kind of a tragedy that it's kind of gone. Unless I just haven't seen it. I used to see it all the time.
Yeah, you know how you can see it now? Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes.
That's
Open your
possible. I'm
eyes.
gonna look at it for right now. On. Oh,
No.
Oh. He's like,
Lord
my
of
leg.
Party's on the beat, monkey
So-
in the middle.
all right. Let me see. Let's see. What was it called? Teddies, right?
Teddies.
Haunted teddies.
Haunted teddies. Maybe. But
Titties. Haunted titties.
Titties.
Hey,
Ooh.
Bear, do you still got the mirror toggle and you know where on that person
Oh
right there?
yes. It's still there. It is.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I did it in another world too. So.
I know we did it. You did it in the one where I like fucked the window and then I had a laser penis or something like that. I forget.
Right, so that one, and along with the newer world, it's a lot larger. Yeah,
Whoa.
Do you mind if I turn it on real quick?
yeah.
Oh
go-
my
go for it.
goodness.
I mean, it's
Let me
local,
just-
so
I turned it on.
Yep.
What did it do?
How do
That's crazy.
how do I turn them
turned
on?
the thing.
What did it do?
So you click it, and then you turn.
Which
turn
one?
Around. You just either one. You just turn
Oh,
around.
it's behind me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at my reflection. Hey there, sexy.
Ew.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Hey, you're just mad.
Hey, I'm just mad I'm a Wisconsinite. I'm next to another fellow Wisconsinite.
Oh, no, I'm in Arizona now. I'm an Arizonian.
Arizona.
Yeah, they don't
Knows
believe in
how to
daylight
party.
savings.
Yeah, we
Keep
don't believe
it
in all that.
rocking.
We don't either more. We don't either.
Saku considered
anymore.
me a wifey.
No, it's so good.
Aw.
God.
Hey, why don't y'all
God.
sit closer together? It's like, man, it's like y'all.
No,
are,
stay the fuck
like,
away. Stay away.
Yeah, I want to stay away from this thing.
Hey,
I don't want to be near it.
Whoa. Oh, do we have
Whoa.
some
I don't want to be near it.
Whoa, this thing.
Animosity.
Yeah,
Some
this thing.
animosity.
Yo, you got something
Yeah.
written in your head. It says
Stop!
it says can't find bear.
Stop it! Damn, you're so rude. Gosh.
Oh my
God
So
dang.
mean.
Also, I
Okay.
also just noticed. Okay, so your avatar, Katie, like the boots disappear as the camera got closer at a certain angle. Okay, now they
Yeah.
Oh,
they
we
stay.
can see your toe beans.
That
We can
happens
see
with a
your.
lot. Yeah, like if an avatar flies over me, sometimes I can like see their toes, like through
And
their
their toes
shoes.
are
It's
You
weird.
see the grippers?
Yeah.
We saw the grippers.
Yeah.
Grips. Giant shield, Jesus.
What in tarnation? What?
So, what do you guys think of
These grippers in here? I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know if I want to mention that. I don't
Ugh.
know how to explain it.
Oh my god, it's a gripper. No.
What?
Stop looking at my grippers. Traditional marriages. What do you guys think of that?
Tradition. What?
Like in what
Tradition-
aspect?
Like, let's see. For example,
There you got Ligma.
shut up. The husband goes out,
Okay.
goes to work, whatever.
Right.
And then the wife stays at home, takes care of the kids, does the house,
Okay.
whatever. You know, that type of thing.
Okay.
What do you guys think
Or-
of that?
How about the other way around? The wife goes out, works, and the guy stays home, plays with the kids. and raises
gotta
them.
love
Well, that's not
A
traditional.
man
Gotta
at the
love
house-
equality.
A man at the house will make an amazing household. Think about it. You know,
No.
kick some butt. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That house
Raise-
would
Gotta
burn
kick
by
some
the
ass in that
time.
college.
That
Their house
Why?
would be
Why do you say
dirty as
that? Why do
hell.
you say
Their
that?
house would be
Why?
dirty as hell.
Why do you say that? Guys can
Why
clean.
say
Um,
that?
They
I
can,
can
but
clean.
a lot of
When I
them
want
don't.
to.
Who says
I'm
they have to
not-
clean? They'll just raise the kid.
Okay.
When the
Yes,
when
they
the
do.
lady comes home, she can clean.
No,
That-
okay, that's
that's-
like
That's
like
why
okay,
that's
you
not-
stay
Video
home
games.
and you
Is that
take care of
solid
the
fair?
kids, but all this
Yeah,
stuff
I'll
could have
take
been
care
done.
of the kid. No, I had to take care of the kids.
Okay,
But I get the
what
beer.
if the wife had to
Okay,
go
my
do
dog.
more than just take care of one thing? You know, she had to
Like
take care of
what?
multiple things.
Like
Like
what?
I don't know, she's
Like
at
these
work.
nuts?
Like,
Got 'em.
what do you do
Yeah.
for work, Katie?
Exactly, 8 to 5.
Just for
That's it.
example,
It's
Come
fine.
home.
what do you?
I
Shut
work
up.
with
What do you
opticians and ophthalmologists,
Oh,
like
what
in
do
an
you
eye
do?
doctor's office.
in an eye
What's that,
doctor's
doc?
office?
You get that bank.
Yeah.
Okay,
What the hell just happened to my body?
so let's say, let's see. Let's
Yeah.
say that she had to work overtime, right? She had to work.
What's
like-
overtime?
shut up. Let's say
no, not me. I
that-
mean, what are you considering overtime?
You mean
Like-
like over 40 hours?
yeah.
A
On
week?
those days,
Well,
guess
That's
what?
just-
And the guy does the cleaning and he does whatever that she used to do.
Okay, but you're already at home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be considered nice to just do them? Because
Well, no, you're taking care of the kids.
kids ain't that hard to take
You got
care
a
of.
But then that would mean
Really
in a
hard.
traditional,
really?
in a
No, you got
traditional
any kids?
marriage.
Exactly.
You got any kids?
No, I don't have
have
any
any kids?
kids,
So
but
you
I
have no
babysat
say.
So then-
multiple.
And you have
So
no
then,
say.
so then today, like a stay-at-home wife
You
shouldn't
don't
have to
have any
clean,
kids.
is what you're saying.
I
The
have a
husband
dog.
should come home after work and
Yes, right.
clean because she takes care of the kids all day.
Yeah,
is what you're
is that what
saying.
you're saying?
No, what I'm saying
Is that
is
how
look,
it would work then if it was a traditional marriage?
no, because there's a difference. Girls like to clean, guys don't. So
We don't
There's
like
a
to
big
clean, but we
difference.
have no choice but
See?
to do it anyway because you men ain't gonna do
because
it.
you like it.
No, because you men ain't gonna do it, and somebody
No,
has
because
to.
So
you
wait,
like
if you're on your own, right? You're
I'm
on your
kidding.
own.
I'm kidding. By
Are
the
you
way,
If you're a
just gonna allow your-
if you're a single parent, is that what you're saying? Like a single parent,
No,
you'd have
I'm
no
saying-
choice
What?
but
No
to
one
do
said
it.
anything about single parent.
I said if you're on
I think,
your
like,
own.
living
I didn't say,
on your
I said
own.
nothing about being a parent. I said if you're on your own, right?
Okay,
Are you just
if you're
gonna-
like,
Yeah,
no, go
on your
ahead.
own.
Sorry.
No kids. No kids. No
Okay,
shit.
okay.
No mans because ain't gonna get one.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
Okay.
So if you're on your own, right? Wouldn't you
Uh-huh.
not enjoy a nice clean house?
Well, yeah, because I would
So
live
are you gonna
alone,
say-
and
are
it
you-
would
so
be
you
my
gonna go there and
responsibility.
go vacuuming your room, right? You're like motherfucker, fuck, I hate this shit. I fucking hate this house.
Okay, so my point of view on it, right, is that me personally, nobody has to, like my answer.
Nobody's gonna.
Me personally, let's say, okay, I come home from a day of work, right? And let's say my husband is taking care of the kids at home, you know. And the only thing that he did today was watch the kids, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I could, I could be stressed from work, or just maybe the tiniest little thing could bug me, and I don't want to come home to a house that hasn't been cleaned. Like, let's say the dishes, at least
Okay.
rinse them off,
Yeah.
put them aside. The little things like that matter, right? It could brighten anybody's day. Now, I'm saying if you're alone, you have no choice but to do that, like that's your job. But in a relationship or a marriage or whatever, it should be 50-50. Both should make effort in the home that you guys are both living under. You guys should both take care of the kids. It shouldn't be like one parent does this and the other does all this at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't exactly be like that. But I think that it should be a 50-50. One day, you guys just switch, and if the one person just doesn't feel like it, or they're having a bad day, I feel like the significant other of that person that's having a bad day should step up to the plate and just do
What if you have a
what
bad
needs
day
to
every
be
day?
done.
Right, exactly. And then
Well,
what if,
now you're just
but
doing
then
it on
what if-
purpose.
See, but
Well,
then what
that's
if,
too
what if
bad.
every day?
Well,
Because
then-
see, there's
Yeah.
you gotta draw a
Yeah,
fine line between. Oh, I don't feel like it. Like, and the next
That's
day, I
pure
don't feel
laziness.
like it. The next day,
Pure
after that, I
laziness.
don't feel like it. But see, it could be on either
pure
person.
laziness.
See, that could be on either person, Because
Yeah.
see, like if a girl's like, well,
Yeah.
I'm working out, I don't feel like it. And then also too, it depends
Yeah.
on the job. What type of job are you talking about here that does
Yeah,
overtime?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be like, I don't know, like anything. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, not all jobs are going to be stressful, but not all jobs are not stressful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we know what you mean.
And-
Yeah, honestly,
But-
so pretty much you're gonna have to find a guy that's okay with that. Some guys might not be okay with it. Some guys kind of might want that. They're like, yo, I'm gonna go to work and you're gonna stay home, but that's the trade-off. Like, look, the trade-off is I'm gonna go to work, bust my ass. I might have to do overtime, but you gotta stay home and at least do your part by taking care of the kids. Clean the house, keep the dishes clean. So when I come home, I can just decompress, not work again at home. Nobody wants that, right?
Yeah,
Nobody,
yeah, no, I
whether it's a
completely
girl
agree.
or a guy, or let's
Right.
now
Yeah.
if it's the other way around, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a guy, I stay at home, and my lady goes to work, and whether we have kids or we don't have kids, right? We take care of the kids, we take care of the house, right? But I know that she likes to clean, so I'm not going to take that away from her. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
see,
leave
that's
it
a
dirty.
totally different story. See, if she likes cleaning, then that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
girls like
but
cleaning.
then-
you know?
but then-
See,
okay,
now
so
here's the thing: some girls like to show that they like cleaning, and some girls pretend to be mad, but they actually do love it deep down inside. They just haven't realized it yet. So sometimes it's just kind of you just let it happen.
There's
and they
a
will
fine line
realize
between
eventually.
liking a clean home and liking
Right,
to
right.
clean.
So
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So here's the thing,
Guys
though.
like
Here's
to
the
come
thing.
home to clean
Okay, so here's
home.
the thing. So
Girls
what
like
if,
to clean
so what
and
if,
have a clean home.
Right. So what if both parties worked? Right. Both had a job. So what do y'all think about that?
Would you
both
have
sides.
kids though?
So, well, here's the question. So, what do you think of people who have kids, right? And then, but
Mhm.
both parents work. What do y'all think of that?
I feel
Well,
like
that'd
that's
be pretty
traditional
difficult,
now.
Because there's
That's-
people out there that do it. There are people out there that do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot. I mean, I'm gonna. This is actually kind of a huge thing. That they said. Technically, right? The American dream was like you buy a house, you have a family, the mom stays at home, and the dad goes to work. But there's been this thing which, I mean, I joke around about girls like to clean up. I'm obviously kidding. You know what I mean? I think, it should be 50-50. The girl goes to work. I'm going to be cleaning the house. That's just going to be nice. I want her to come home and just like, I want to come home so we could just chill together. Not like, oh, you got to clean and I just keep taking care of the kids. No, like it's going to be like, all right, you can decompress from work. Whatever happened from work, go ahead, tell me. It's like that. But I think what's been happening is, and I see this a lot, is there's girls and guys that both go to work, and then the kid is raised by God knows who, either a daycare or a nanny or their
Or
grandparents, whatever,
themselves.
right? Or them, yeah. Like I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but some kids, yeah,
Yeah.
or themselves. What I doubt, I mean, yeah, when they're little babies, someone's taking care of them, but it's usually not the parents. Parents are busy working. I get it; they're
Right.
trying
Yeah,
to
maybe like
make money.
10 years
But
old and up.
you gotta
Yeah, that's what I
understand.
usually see.
and that here's the thing is that in today's world there's been a lot of woman empowerment, which I applaud that 100%. I think women should have all the take all the opportunities that guys do. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole thing of, the difference between guys and girls. Guys and girls are not the same. They should have the same opportunities. They should be treated with the same amount of respect, but we are not the same, right? Now, the main thing that I want to point out is that having a mom or a woman or a dad, someone at home raising your kids, or just pretty much just someone at home doing that is essential, but it's kind of been like, oh, you're like a stay-at-home mom, like, oh, okay, like that's not a job, like that's not hard. It's kind of been like kind of shamed on in a way, you know what I mean? And I've seen it happen, like where, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I got this great job. This, oh, okay, what about you? Oh, I'm not working. I stay at home, and they kind of like, it's almost like you feel like inferior, like this person. They're working, their husband's working, they're also working, and they're chasing their career, but their kid is the only one that's kind of suffering from that. Now, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a balance you can find, but I just think that we need to stop shaming people for being stay-at-home dads or stay-at-home moms, because that is a huge thing. That's a huge factor. Being there for your kid, like raising them, so they're like not raised by a nanny or not raised by anybody, you know what I mean? They're just raising themselves. I think being there for your kid is a huge thing that no corporation, no pay, nothing. It's invaluable. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but in today's society, I feel like it's almost like, we're starting to push away from that, which I don't think is right. I think like, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, but you're doing your thing,
right?
Stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom.
I mean, and I think
but I'm not trying to shit on it either.
Right. And I think too,
like if you want to both work
with the what's it called, with both areas, like sure, like if someone wants to work, someone doesn't, that's fine. But then again, too, you got to also think it's like the type of job that they're trying to go for is they also probably got to.
Does it allow it?
Does it allow them to do that? Does it pay enough financially? Does it pay enough for the bills and their lifestyle? Because I see it too. A lot of people too that where you see where both parents are working are trying to not really. It doesn't seem like they're really focused too much on their children. They're more focused on the lifestyle, that
their careers. Their lifestyles are their careers, exactly.
Right, and it's like, and it's not fair for the children, because I've seen it before where I've known people where they have both parents are working, and you can really see it in the children too. Just like when you talk with them, it didn't really seem like they were like really like happy. You know what I mean? And
no, I agree. I agree 100%.
I mean, and you like, it's not like they didn't have anything. It wasn't like they were like, poor and all that. No, they people.
They were well off.
They got money, and all that shit, but it just doesn't seem like they were like happy. You know what I mean? Because like,
I 100%.
They're not with each other.
I back you up on that, Bear.
And it's like, like when I see that, and I mean, there's parents out there too that work and don't have a lot of money, but they're for whatever reasons like trying to hold it, whether it's maybe whatever they're trying to pay off. But if people were to live a little bit more, I guess, like simple, to be able to accommodate for what they need more than what they want, then they'll be able to kind of be with their children and all that.
Yeah, there's that social pressure, like, oh, you need a new car, oh, you need a new this, you need a new that. And it's kind of like, you don't need any of that. We know what you do need is your family. Like, it really does. And like I said, there's a lot of ties into that. And there's, like I said, and there is, I do know people that, hey, both the parents work, and they still have a good family. I know that too. It's not like, oh, if they work, they're automatically bad parents.
No,
there's plenty.
Of course not.
Yeah,
for sure. But it just makes it a lot more challenging for them to do it.
It does, yeah. Some people just work just for money, and they're saving for their kids, so they don't have to pay to go to college. Like that works out too. But from what I've seen, I just want people to know that we shouldn't shame someone for being a stay-at-home whatever.
Right.
That's what I think we should. We shouldn't shame anybody for being a stay-at-home parent. I think stay-at-home parents, one, it is work. It does cost a lot of work, and also it's invaluable. Because a job that I have a career in, I could be the best. I could be the CEO, whatever. But if I die tomorrow, they're gonna get another CEO the next day, and they're gonna remember me, and they're gonna cry about me for a week, and then they're just gonna move on.
Yeah, life isn't going to stop just because you died. Yeah,
exactly. Where your family's your legacy. That's what's going to carry you on. And not for nothing, when you get in a bad accident, you're paralyzed from the leg down. Is your company going to push that wheelchair? No, they're not. Your family is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Or at least
You're-
hopefully
Yeah.
will. You know,
So it's huge. Yeah, the
Yeah, hopefully.
corporation. If I
Right,
work for
right.
Walmart, Walmart's not going to push my wheelchair if I become the CEO. They're not. It's just that's just the way it is. So I think family is family. But no, it really is. Family is a huge part, and like I said, that's why I love that. Women are going out and getting jobs. That's cool. I personally, I'm one of those that I think we should work, but I want it to be like, one of us has to be there when the kid's home. I mean, if the kid gets home at 3 from the school, so I'm gonna leave at 2, so I pick up the kid, or I'm there and we hang out with the kid and we're there.
So, quick question here. So talking about jobs, where like women like trying to go out more and get jobs. So you always hear the story like, oh, we're not getting paid enough. Do you think it's really the pay isn't well, or the type of job that they're going for doesn't give them the money that they're
I
expecting?
think it's the job they do. Like, it's how well they will do it.
I think it's
both.
just the management. Honestly, it's a lot of it's subjective and the perspective of whoever is paying you. Like, there's a lot of favoritism or like just the stigma that because it's a male for a certain job they can do it. Yes, stigma, but that they can do it better, or like sometimes like for certain things, like say it's like real estate. People might cling to a guy because they know more about, say, like construction or like like the market. They just might get the like stigma that they're like more knowledgeable. But like I feel like that happens a lot. It's kind of like based off of whoever's giving you the raise. You can have the same job as someone else, and if the manager is biased towards you, then the person that you're working with might get the better raise.
Yeah.
Depending on how they, like not even based off of performance. Because I remember I used to work in a bank, and I remember there was a guy, and just because he was the only male worker in that department, he got the extra money of the raise, and he wasn't even the best salesman. It was just the women like flirting with him, and he was their favorite one, and he got the biggest raise out of all of us, and he was there for the shortest amount of time. So
because you got a lot of simps in there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, women simp too, so it was like
Right.
like I feel like a lot of it could be based off those things, but I've personally seen a lot of it also just based off of like who's handing out the raise.
Management.
Yeah, more off of
because there too. Like I do hear sometimes where they're expecting a certain amount of pay for these particular jobs, which sometimes maybe it's be reasonable, but sometimes maybe it's not. Like there's certain, like for instance, like with sports, they're like, oh, how come like NBA gets paid more than WNBA? Well, if, obviously because like the amount of people that go to them too, like there's probably a lot more people that go to NBA versus WNBA, like the audience, the viewers, like depends like how much like revenue you're getting in, because if you're only getting so much revenue, then obviously your employers can't pay you what they don't what they don't receive in.
Yeah, and I mean NBA and like as like specifically, they have a bigger audience.
Oh yeah,
like male audience
Right.
than like most males like sports. So
Yes,
so
but
they're gonna watch, but like
yeah,
there's a lot of females who aren't into like basketball, so they're not gonna watch
Right.
it.
Yeah.
right. I mean, same thing
Right.
with anything too. Like I think with any job, if a certain amount of revenue comes in, regardless of whether you're a male or female, you're only going to get paid either so much for your skills too, what you can do, and like what money you're going to be making out of it. For the
Yeah.
Right.
business. It's mostly always for the business and the type of money they're going to be make. If they only make so much, they're only going to pay you so much. What
Yeah.
they
Right.
feel is worth losing. Like in like certain
Right.
areas too. Unfortunately, like some companies will purposely get fines or whatnot to a certain extent. It's because they're like, oh, you know what? We're not gonna spend such and such money on fixing certain things or doing certain things the right way. So we're just gonna take on some
Pay the fine.
fines, in order
Yeah.
Right.
to save money.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense. I was kind of funny the other day. So my I've been helping my dad a lot with his job, and and he had to park somewhere for 12 hours, right?
Jeez. Yeah.
Now in where he is, it's in a pretty expensive spots on Main Street. It's like $5 an hour.
Jeez.
The ticket is $35.
Wow.
So he was like, I might as well just get the ticket. And they can't put another ticket if you already have a ticket on your car.
Right.
So he just like,
might as well
"Fuck it."
take
He
the
just parked. I'm
losses.
like, give me the ticket. Take the ticket. It's $35
Like-
bucks versus paying 12 times 5. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right. I mean, you're paying triple of that, and it's ridiculous. You know, like even like I know some parts of New York, like some of the parking costs a lot more than $5. You know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So it
It's
was
crazy. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah, certain spots
even here
and-
in LA, even like I'm not in LA anymore, but even like in LA, like there's like parking meters, right? And yeah, I mean, thinking about it now, that's like, I mean, I guess it's kind of smart, but then at the same time, it's like, damn, like you're not in certain areas, like okay, I guess it's not that bad, but then other areas, like you would wish that the money would be spent on certain things, and you know, instead of taking on, you know, fines or tickets or whatever, you know,
yeah.
just for the fact of being cheap, you know, or not being cheap, but like
Yeah.
for companies, yeah, y'all kind of being cheap, especially if you're making money, you know, it's like a lot of money. It's like, come on, man, like y'all
Yeah.
don't need to be taking up this many things, but yeah, but like that happens, and unfortunately, it's not. It's the employees that kind of take the fall for it because now
Yeah.
they don't get paid, you know, what they could be getting paid. And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
agree. I think that's, you know, just in general too, but I feel like too there's certain jobs like where people complain like, "Oh, I'm not getting paid enough." Well, I don't think you're getting the right job that could be paying you right, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
office
Right.
jobs generally, depending on what company you work for, doesn't pay very good. Like I've had a friend, she's out of China, right? And she's been trying to get a job for a while. And she's been looking at different companies and like, oh, well, this seems good. They said I'll get such and such salary. Gets to the interview, it's like, yeah, well, we're actually going to be paying you this much in your salary. And you're like, what? And I'm like, you
Yeah.
know, and unfortunately, because of how competitive, you know, jobs are, you know, in getting one and the hiring process and all that, it's like, you know what? Some people were like, you know what? I just got to take it because this is all I can get. And
Right.
but then later on they complain like, "Oh, I'm not getting paid enough." Like, well, you took on the job that you pretty much were sucking dick
Yeah.
off of, pretty much.
And
You
not
know?
only that, but the companies. I mean, there's been a really bad. There's a thing going on right now where like they're like, yeah, it's getting to the point where like companies are just they've been thinking of like imposing bills that companies can't lowball you because companies now
Right.
to them they just do it now.
Yeah,
So
because
a
they take
job that you're
advantage because they're
supposed to
like,
get
you know, hey,
60?
we know you're desperate for a job, so we're gonna give you
Yeah.
the job, but pay you such and such. And I'm like, yeah, because companies do that.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah, they
unfortunately, I mean, in LA, I've
gotta
heard
say
that
no.
too, where like even like fire departments, you know, they do that, like where
Yeah, it's getting kind of out of hand.
they'll offer such a low starting for a newbie, and like I was like, that's what kind of drew me away from going fire too. Is because of that.
Even-
Because I've heard guys trying to go in,
yeah.
and they're so desperate to go in because of how competitive it is. They'll just go anywhere that takes them. And when they
Yeah,
finally
but
get
that's
taken in, they get
that's
they
even
get
a
the
problem
shit
without
done, you know?
newbies.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
no, I
people
mean,
that aren't newbies, like there's like people that are newbies and they're still like, oh yeah, but you know what, you're new here, so
well,
we're gonna
no,
pay you
no.
this
Here's the
much.
thing, though.
What?
Here's a thing around here that we have a saying, which they probably have a saying out there too, but it's not about what you know; it's about who you know. And if
That's
you
what
know
is
someone
true,
there, you
100%.
get a little bit better treatment compared to if you just go in fresh as a newbie.
100%.
Yeah,
That's why I always literally you can have the best degrees or whatever, but it's who you
Right.
know. That's how
Right.
sometimes you're like, why is this being run like absolute trash? And I'm like, oh, that's
Right.
why, because the owner's
Mhm.
son's brother's-in-law or something is the fucking manager and he's an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right, right.
So that happens all the time. Yes, I see it.
mean, yeah,
anytime,
it's,
more
it's,
than- more
it's
often than
terrible.
not.
So, I mean, honestly, too, that could play a factor into for like women, because I mean, just in general, too, like maybe there are bosses that are just dicks, you know, like hey, like oh, it's just a girl, or whatever. Maybe that's true, you know, that may happen at times, but majority of the time is because the type of job they get, like that hires them, maybe a pretty shitty company, and then they're just like, hey, I just want a job, I need a job, let me just get what I can grab, and then they get fucked over. It happens all the time, especially if you're not patient, you know, like you're not really planning it out well, and you just go for whatever it takes it. Like, nah, that's the
And
worst
then the
way to
company
go.
starts, now you have a shitty employee,
Right.
and now they're
right.
doing bad performance. Now the company is like, wow, why are we doing shitty? It's like maybe because if you got to treat. I always think of it this way: the company has to treat its employees right. Like that's what it comes down to. It literally that's what it comes down to.
I
Like
agree.
if
I agree.
If it doesn't, does it mean if you treat your employees bad, the next day the company's gonna fall apart? No, but it's like a domino effect. Like you start treating them like shit, they start treat customers like shit. Customers start getting pissed off, and it just starts getting worse and worse and worse. And then they're like, "Where did we go wrong? What did we do wrong? We're paying
that's
our."
The thing too. It's like it's not just males; it's also females too that get hit on that both ends too. But you know,
it's everybody.
I will say though, the one group that really fucked themselves over. I don't know if you heard. It's more on the sports side. It was like the what's it called? The women's soccer league. They had a contract. Two choices for contracts, right? Financially, they can either get a contract that was like the guy, the men's, soccer team, where I believe they would get paid per game.
I heard of this.
Yeah, and
the percentage,
they decided, right? And it's like, no, we don't want that. We want to.
We want what the men have.
Right, or no. They got offered that one, but they didn't. They rejected it and said, no, we want to get paid like better or like a different. I think it was like per game or it was per what's it called? Because with the men's, I think they get paid even if they don't make a certain game, they'll still get paid. But for the women's, they wanted it per game or something like that. I forgot. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, but
definitely research it for sure. So they got mad, right? So they after they got their contract that they chose, later on they're like, hey, we just realized if we had the other contract, we would have got paid just like the men did. And they tried suing for it, and they're like, yeah, why? The judge is like, why are you suing them for something that you chose?
Yeah,
it's like
because they didn't realize it. I remember reading something about that, and what it is that on paper it looks like the guys make less because it was like the girls would make like I'm just throwing a number. They would make like 15% of whatever the profits were for that game, where the guys were making 7%. But what mathematically what it looked like the guys like, oh, I'm not taking that. Like I'm gonna go with the 15.
Right, but see, the guys got more revenue,
made more. Exactly,
they made more money out of it.
Of 1,000 versus 7% or 15% of only 200. You'd rather take the 7% of the 1,000,
right? And
they didn't see it that way.
I believe with that percentage too, like they got like a certain percentage, but then they would only get paid if they actually played the game. So like I think with the guys, like if they got off or got sick or whatever,
injured,
they would get compensated for that, and they got compensated pretty good. Whether they lost or won, and so with the women's contract, it was a little different. Like they had a different percentage, but they would have to actually like play in the games or in a certain like fashion that they did. And so they didn't like the contract, tried suing to get the other contract, but you guys made your choice.
I also like what it is too is like I try to tell people like, look, like we're all humans, right? But we're not the same, right? Like you and me, we're not the same. We're both humans, right? We have the same bodily functions, but we're not the same. You have your skill set, you have your mind and soul is totally different from what I am, right? Yeah, we both have hands, yeah, we can both clap, but we're not the same. Same thing with a girl. Like me, if I find a random girl off the street, we're probably going to be super different. We're not going to be the same.
Right.
We might have the same interests. We might have similar birthdays or something, but we're not the same.
Like you and Katie. Like Katie likes seawater green, and
exactly.
I love it.
And then you.
But I don't. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that guys and girls are not the same. They're not.
Right.
They're really not. But at the same time, where guys may excel in one thing, girls can excel in other things. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But I do think that they should still be given the same opportunities. And I think that's happening.
And that's the thing too. Like they also got to understand too, even though everyone may get the same opportunity, the way that the outcomes won't be the same. You get what I mean? Like
but that's on both ends. That can happen for a guy like girl
guys can have exactly. But see people get upset about that because like, hey, how come I didn't end up the same way? Because like things happen differently. That's just the inevitable thing in life. Is like no matter who you are, what you are, what you call yourself or what you believe in, you give two people the same opportunity. It's like if you drop two apples, right? You drop them both at the same time, they fall to the ground. they're not going to have the same bruises or dents in them. They're going to be a
Right.
little
Yeah,
bit different.
a little different.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and maybe one apple may actually, break or whatever, depending on what it fall. If they say they fall on a
Yeah.
blade, right? One apple may stick in the blade, the other one may just bounce off the blade.
Points off. Yeah, exactly. Just
Right.
like I said,
Right.
It just
I guess
depends. Same thing with anything in
Yeah.
life. Two people, different lifestyles and everything, we're given the same opportunity in a job. However, it ends is pretty much on them. It's going to be different. How they perform and everything. And it's the two, like Harry's saying, two people will never perform the same way exactly. And that's
Yeah.
just how it is. Like,
different.
there's no two things that'll ever be exactly the same. I mean, and that's just part of life. And people
Yeah.
should be, satisfied with how they are, regardless of how others may function around them.
Yes. But you also do got to remember, like, a lot of like companies be messing up a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
like,
Hell yeah.
for
and
sure. Like there shouldn't, like, especially if someone's like, oh, you know what, like, we're not going to hire this person because, not because their skill set, because we're not going to hire this person because they're not a man. We need to hire a man. Sorry. Like, that's so dumb. If they have the skills, they have, they're doing the right
and
job.
I agree with you on that one, because people, some companies will even hire women too in that fashion, because, like, we need to have a quota of a certain amount of women to
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And or a certain amount
Instead
of
of
women.
for the right job.
Right, to fit like narratives or whatever.
You
And
gotta make a
and here's the thing
quota
that sucks too, which
versus
has
skill
happened
set.
to me before trying to get a job, is that certain companies will hire you based off of your personality. And I think that sucks, especially like if it's a job that they say, hey, yeah, we really need people and we need them with the, and you would hope for their skill set because of a particular job, but they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna hire someone else. And you think, hey, was it because I messed up on a skills test or something? And I talked to somebody that worked there, and like, nah, dude, like, I've screwed up, like, majorly screwed up on a skills test, and they still hired me. So they probably just didn't really care for your personality.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's
super
and
common.
Yeah,
that is common.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very common.
It happens quite a bit. I honestly think it happens. The higher paying a job, the more it comes down to
Right.
like other skills besides just what you know.
Right.
There was a job when I used to work at this IT company, and the guy even told me, he's like, yeah, look, like, we choose people, like, the skill set's a plus, but we have to have them fit in the culture. Like, if they're a really skilled person, but they're just toxic or they just act like they know it all, we'd rather get the guy that knows some, but he's a good person and he's approachable, because they represent the company. And I was like, wow, that makes 100% sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's true. We had a deal. We had a deal with a lot of teachers and stuff. And if they liked you, you can get projects done. Where if they didn't like you, they wanted it done immediately, and it made you look bad. Even if you have the best skill set, it all comes down to not just what you know. It's like you said, who you know.
You're right.
Personality is huge. It's
Oh
huge.
yeah,
It really is.
it's huge. That's what she said. But
And that's why I preach positivity, because, like, look, I'm telling you right now, if you go in, if you're positive and it's not a one day if you flip a switch and now I'm positive for the rest of my life. It's you stay positive, you keep a good outlook on life, you try to spread positivity with other people. And the more you do that every day, you kind of carry that with you, and you go into a job interview and they're also in that same level, like, where people are positive, they care about their employees. You'll fit right in. And if they don't, you might not fit in. You might not get hired, and that might be because literally they're like, yeah, I don't know, this guy, like, yeah, he's a good guy, but we don't need that, because they might be one of those that, like, yeah, we just hire off skill set. Like, they don't care about their employees. They just want the work done. And then when you need time off, they don't care. Like, no, you need to be here.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the company that I tried getting with that was based off of the personality hiring. Basically, they were pretty much like that. They don't offer any, like, real time off. Like, you needed to be dedicated to them every day. Pretty much like 24/7, 360 a week. You needed to be available, like, all the time. Yeah. And I'm actually glad that I didn't go for that company, because, I mean, talking to ones that were there, they're like, yeah, like, dude, like, it's rough, working and all. I'm like, damn, like, and then hearing people, like even like on YouTube, there was about the company on a news report because of how like much it was lacking, and if new employees like would leave like right away because like there was just too much to be expected of them, for the little pay that they were getting, and I was like, damn. Like, you know what? I just dodged a major curveball there. Like
sometimes you don't get stuff, and it's a blessing. To be honest,
and it turned out for the best. I mean, the company I'm working in now, it's like it may not pay as great as maybe some other company out there, maybe paying, but at least for the most part, it's pretty decent and it's doable. I'm able to pay my bills and all that. And I mean, like honestly, the company there, like at least the division I'm with, are awesome. The soups are amazing too, and all that. Like really enjoy working with them and all that. And I mean, it's great. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Mhm.
But all right, I think that's could wrap it up. Damn, we stayed on for a while. It's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, 2 hours and a half. It's already almost 10:30.
That went by kind of fast.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, actually, yeah, we started late. We started.
I mean, hopefully she doesn't say that to you.
Yeah, for her, unfortunately.
She don't say it to me. She don't say it to me though.
As you guys were talking, I went to go get my fat ass some KFC.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
God damn. Wait, hold on. What'd you get from KFC though? What'd you get?
I got chicken. I got
obviously. Well, what kind of chicken?
I got drumsticks, breast.
Breast, okay.
Wings.
I get chicken breath. I don't know. I've never got chicken breath.
The gravy? Did you get the biscuits and gravy?
This is right now.
Mag
greasy, just
mag greasy, yeah. Oh man, talking about food, it's getting me hungry.
I know.
So definitely. But anyways, well, for the newbies here, I'm gonna call y'all newbies, but for the new guests here,
hi.
For the new guests here, y'all have anything like any socials or whatever that you wanna kind of shout out there for anyone to
Now we to your Yowie on Instagram.
All right, now we to Yowie. I'll put that link in the description below. Katie, anything you want out there for anyone?
I don't have really much to share just because it's my like real life Instagram, so I probably only give that to like people who I get close to in the game.
Yeah.
But
oh my god, you're close to me, Shawty.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. I love you too.
Wow. Look at that.
But you could always add me
actually
on Discord, which is just my name, Katie Cakes, #0276 if you want to reach me. So
hey,
always an option. Yeah. Or in this game, you can add me.
Right. There you go.
Right.
VR chat. Yep. Katie Cakes.
VR chat.
Now with the Yahweh _ these nuts. Not playing. Minus
wow,
these nuts.
You're rude. I remember that.
And then of course Turbo's got is TikTok, Twitch. Also I actually did forget to put the links in the recent podcast episodes that I uploaded. But if you're interested in joining us here on the Discord server or whatnot, it'll be linked either in the About tab on my Twitch channel, or you can visit www.streamcation.live, and the link for the Discord server along with Patreon, Ko-Fi will be there as well. Quick question, Turbo. Is the is the Ko-Fi and Patreon gonna be running now, or along with the Discord support, or what? How is that gonna work now?
So we're going to switch strictly. Oh shit! Sorry, my body. We're going to be switching strictly to Ko-Fi just because Ko-Fi is actually they want us to stay on Ko-Fi, which is pretty cool. Discord's being a little difficult when it comes to the application status. But from what I hear, they're not even approving like big name streamers like.
Really?
Like literally, if you're not Shroud or
Mr. Beast.
Pokemon, or Mr. Beast, they're not gonna approve you. And so
really, wow.
I think we're gonna just put the Discord on hold. Hey, if they accept us, they accept us, but it's not looking too bleak, and it has nothing to do with our community or our rules or our content. It's literally just like they're only giving it to like a handful of people that that are pretty much already like rich and established and stuff.
Yeah,
So
they want people that can give them that assured income.
Right.
Probably, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. So we're totally okay with that, and we're kind of sticking to Ko-Fi. We restructured the whole Ko-Fi sign up process. I even made a tab in the Discord of how to become a main supporter with a link, and it'll bring you right to memberships now. I used to bring you to the Ko-Fi, so you had to kind of, I know some people don't really know how to go around the Ko-Fi, but now it brings you right to the tiers, and you can buy the tiers
Also,
and just become a supporter that way. So it's a lot easier now. Just stick to Ko-Fi. We might actually be doing a Patreon just to give people more of a chance, just because, like I said, I really was hoping Discord would come through, but from what I hear, it's a whole community thing. Like, there's so many people on Reddit like complaining that Discord is really being like too selective on who they give it to. If you're not Kim Kardashian, you're not getting it, you know.
Right, Kim Kardashian.
So I think we might actually open it back up to Patreon, just thinking that, because I thought we were going to go all in Discord. So just heads up on that. But for now, Ko-Fi is great, and it's going to be the cheapest. Ko-Fi is the cheapest way to really make you can become a main supporter and support the actual community itself. We're also before anything, we are also, if you are a main supporter, I'll shout you out on TikTok videos and things like that and streams. But we're also gonna making Streamcation Studios World here in VR chat.
Oh yeah,
and we're going to put the names of people that are main supporters on there and things like that. So it's gonna be pretty dope. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Anything else y'all want to input before we end the podcast?
I'll say I do want to say thanks y'all for coming through. You know what I mean? Watching, and we hope to see more of you. You know, we have missed the podcast. You know, even if it's like once a month, we do miss you, man. It's been dope.
It's been a while, and I honestly do miss doing the regular gaming streams too. Getting those back together just because of the hotspot. Do want to get back into the routine again. Hold on, I'm holding this mic with the controllers on is a pain sometimes. So I have to switch hands.
It's all good.
So the main plan now is I'm gonna call up the company just to see if I get a Wi-Fi. I'm actually gonna get a landline too for a phone. So it'll be interesting. So I'm gonna go for that too. And what's it called? Once I get that sorted out, I'm gonna do more podcasts. I'm gonna do it live if possible, just to see. I'll see how the connection goes with the Wi-Fi, and then also get into regular gaming streams again. It's been a hot minute since I've actually played games live. I do have a crap ton of recorded clips that I did of playing Fortnite, in a VR chat and a couple other games too that I've played. I just recorded it and pretty much forgot about it. Like I think even playing Modern Warfare or the new Warzone, the Warzone 2.
Oh yeah, Warzone 2.
I have recorded clips of it. I've never uploaded them, never made clips on TikTok about them. And there's a lot missing out. Yeah, for sure. So definitely gonna be working on those. I'm gonna make new videos of, or actually do a remake video of what I like to call Frankensteining avatars. Basically, like what I do here, like taking apart a model, like are the arms, limbs, or head, whatever, swapping them out for other pieces, and making cursed avatars too. I mean, some people ask me, "Hey, you got a video?" Because a lot of these ones that going around don't really, it's hard to understand them, or they're not very clear enough. And so I'm like, you know what? I'll maybe make a more cut down version, because the last one I made was like, I think like hours long, just kind of like making it in the process instead of just kind of going doing like a step by step, like, hey, like this is what you do here, boom, 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 and then long story short, this is how you get it done. The other one, I mean, I'll probably still upload the other one without editing it, just so that you can kind of look through the entirety of what I did, the process I do, just so that you can kind of eyeball it pretty much. Gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty much like future ideas, and maybe even put some more videos of like goats. It's been a minute. Those videos will be on TikTok. Not Instagram so much, more so on TikTok than anything else. And from there, if anything else new comes up, I'll do the best I can to update y'all on Instagram. I'll put it up on the Instagram story. And if you're wondering how in the world we're gonna get their Instagrams and all that, well, those links will be in the description box below. And if you got any questions, feel free to comment down below as well. And
now I had to think. Now I had one more thing to say.
Oh yeah, now we had one more thing. Speak Chihuahua. No, I'm playing.
This food is fucking amazing. That's all I
And that's all, folks. We're ending it. No, seriously. Okay.
That's it. Bye.
Oh, is that really it? That's all you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I was joking around. I was like, okay, that's it. Cut it out. Like this chicken is cuts out.
It's so fucking good, bro.
You know, I should probably edit this and just like cut that part out where she's like, this chick. And then have like the outro thing, and then like, oh, just joking.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny.
That'd be great. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
So
hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Beargunson Podcast. And like always, feel free to support all the other people involved. Sorry to Chach and Saku, these nuts, for not being able to stay for the duration of the podcast episode. So if y'all want to come up to the camera to say goodbyes to okay, bye. All right, you're gonna be out of the photo then. All right, take care, everybody. Baba Booey, and like always, until the next time.
I gotta join Shoddy Bay.
Deuces.
Bye.
Sheesh. Goddamn.
All right.